Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're tuning in from around the globe. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. This is your pre-market briefing. We're coming off a historical weekend of pure charting where I gave y'all individual episodes for all of our $1 Trillion tickers and all the levels that you're going to need for this week. Since 5 p.m. today, the futures may have bottomed out because once they hit that 5 p.m., that thing start running to the upside. I'm talking about SPX, the NAS 100, and the Dow Jones. So is this a dead cat bounce, or is this the bottom of our tumultuous downtrend for about 5 weeks now? All right, we do have Jerome Powell talking at 7:30, so let's look out for that. The world will be listening. So let's get into the mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law. Fuse the intuitive with the rational. If you keep to the path, these powers of mastery will come to you. The ability to sense the overall dynamic in any situation, to foresee problems and solutions before anyone else, will bring you to the heights of power. To reach mastery in investing, you must move beyond just staring at the red and green candles. Like Einstein seeing the universe in a visual language, you must develop the intuition to see the fields of force in the macro environment. When the fear and greed index hits 10, your rational mind sees a crash, but your intuitive mind sees the exhaustion of sellers and a good buying opportunity. Mastery is knowing that the 400-day moving average isn't just a line, it's a psychological floor where the overall dynamic of the market shifts. By fusing your technical study with a higher intelligence, you anticipate the reversal while the masses are still fixated on the panic. A master trader doesn't just play the notes. They see the entire architecture of the trade. You've spent the weekend charting the gaps on SPY, QQQ, and NVDA, building the rational foundation. Now, as the futures run up from the 5 p.m. bottom, your intuition must take over to sense if this move has energy to sustain itself or not. Bobby Fischer didn't just move the chess pieces. He anticipated the entire march of the game. When you see the indices rise while the volatility stays quiet, you are sensing the overall dynamic of a relief rally. Trust the steps you've taken. The speed and accuracy you need will come from the thousands of hours you've spent looking at charts. All right, so we got Jerome Powell in less than 2 hours. We mapped out the levels last weekend. Stay patient, stay disciplined, execution over emotion, process over prediction. All right, let's get into it. All right, this is the pre-market. This is SPY here in the pre-market, 639.49. We got to the downside support. We got a weekly level here at 637.10, and we are in this Smart Money Concepts support zone. It actually bounced. It barely broke underneath this support zone, and then it took off to the upside. So we did have a lot of buyers in here. So the Smart Money Concepts was correct on this zone, at least for the first entry in there, and that's what we want. Okay, so it did come more than halfway, but now it's breaking. It's actually close to the very top of the smart money concept zone, and it looks like it's going to break out to the upside. If it does end up turning around, maybe when Powell talks, we do have the pre-market low here of 634.55, followed by 633.10, which is also very close to the bottom of the smart money concept zone. And then I have a level here at 632.25. And then if we go continue to the upside, I have a 640.30, followed by the pre-market high 641.43, 642.15, and then a gap here. The gap starts at 642.53 all the way to 644.81, where I also have a daily level and a 1 hour level. Following that, we got 646.45 and then 648.80. All right, let's check out QQQ. Same thing. It's also in the smart money concept support zone. It didn't go nearly as far to the downside of this support zone. Okay, so we do have current price in the pre-market 567.17. To the downside support, we got pre-market low 563.47, followed by 561.60 and 560.30. It just continues to fall. We got 553.90 to the downside. All right, to the upside support, we got to the upside resistance. We got the top of the smart money concept zone, followed by the pre-market high of 568.75. 569.70. Then we got the gap here, halfway in the gap. We got a daily level at 572, followed by 573.45 and 575.55. NVDA currently at 169.15. To the downside support, we got this pre-market low. Well, we also got 167.92. We've seen a nice bounce in the pre-market. Underneath that, we got the pre-market low, 167.53, followed by the weekly level here at 167. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 169.60, followed by 169.95, 170.90, 171.85, and 172.70, 173.60, and weekly level at 175. And Apple pre-market level, pre-market 249.38. It's also at the top of the smart money concept support zone. If we do get some downside, we got the pre-market low, which is very close to our 1 hour level here at 248.13. And then we got the halfway mark of the smart money concept zone, which is 247.05. We got a daily level 245.30, followed by the bottom of the smart money concept zone at 244.73. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 250.16, followed by 252, 253.40, 254.65, and 255, y'all. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. Check out the... I don't know if I'm going to do a market open show because I had to get some sleep and I still got to take a shower. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.